You get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Looking deep for Gabe. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
This is Carson. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Whoa. Let's get it.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was because, let's be honest about it, losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you're in the Super Bowl. You were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Julio. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
And the ball is knocked out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that leads to an Atlanta first down. They toss to Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And Jones has it over the middle. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. In motion left is Baldwin. They go again with Rawls. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he is out of bounds downs, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Wilson to give to Rawls. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On second down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. On first down, Procise. And some room to roam now. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now it's Wilson. Eluding and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Richardson. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. That'll be taken in the end zone. But he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to let this, and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. Never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle.
I go out for my squad and I put that on.